In previous Fast Friday videos, we've talked about where our topics come from. And Pat, as recently as the Kearney Area Chamber of Commerce banquet just a couple of weeks ago, people ask us, how do we come up with topics? And to be honest with you, they kind of write themselves. Brandon Bennett and Pat Slack here, Century 21 Commercial in Kearney, Nebraska. The next on our Fast Friday videos, and Pat at the Chamber of Commerce banquet, somebody stopped me and asked me about how we come up with our topics, and I cited a source from the previous week where you and I are working on a commercial deal, and the buyer would like to know who's the general contractor that has done renovations, who was the subcontractor that handled the plumbing, who was up on the roof most recently, all of those little things. Sometimes the owners have that information, sometimes they don't, and that goes back to, again, that topic of importance of documenting.
Well, we're so busy, the experience that we get every week is amazing. There's always plenty of things to discuss on these videos, so the topic side of it's never an issue. But documentation, it can shorten a due diligence period. That's my biggest statement I have to make with that. But what I mean by that is, you know, you do so much to your properties that you own, and then all of a sudden you want to market that property. Well, let's tell people what you've done, because that information is valuable. Not only does it shorten the inspection period up, but it gets a comfortable feeling to that new purchaser that's coming in to buy it. Wow, he did this. It's kind of a discovery period that settles the nerves, or buyer's remorse that could potentially be there. So it's just good data all the way around.
And so many times it doesn't take the owner of that property a whole lot of work at all, even if it's simply something like saving the invoice from the plumber. At least then the new buyer can go back and contact that same plumber and, hey, you or your staff worked on this, or put in this HVAC line, did this electrical subcontracting, put this new wall switch in, little things like that, where all you have to do is just keep track of what was done and when. Saves us a tremendous amount of time and heartache even, when it comes time to trade the property.
Exactly. You know, the owners have so much knowledge in their heads that need to get pushed out because it's valuable. And so, especially when you're talking the higher end stuff, you know, the more money that is potentially on the table for a transaction, the more particular buyers are in what they want in due diligence. So the more detailed you can get, the better off you are when it comes time to transact.
Something to always keep in mind: if you're the owner, do everything you can to have your own little folder. Maybe it even gets to the level of a 3-ring binder. Put everything together in one location. That'll help for the next stage of your property, whatever that is. Pat Slack and Brandon Bennett here, Century 21 Commercial in Kearney, Nebraska. Give us a call, 308-234-5550. Have a great weekend.